I think bin Laden's death provides an opportunity for a change of course in Afghanistan. Many people would have argued that it was in the U.S. interest to start de-escalating the war as soon as possible, even if bin Laden were still out there, because ultimately the outcome in Afghanistan isn't really going to affect al-Qaeda's ability to attack us one way or the other. The nice thing about bin Laden's death is it does provide a pretext, if the president is looking for one, to start emphasizing a different course. Basically saying that, we have mission accomplished, or we went into Afghanistan to track down al-Qaeda and in particular bin Laden. Now that we've gotten him, our strategic interests do not require us to engage in a seemingly endless effort to nation build in that part of the world. The problem is that there are a lot of organizations, and I would include here the U.S. military, that would really like to achieve something close to victory in Afghanistan. They would like to put that one in the win column. And it's that sentiment, it seems to me, that runs the risk of keeping us there, even if we don't have vital strategic interests at stake in that part of the world. So it's not obvious to me that we're going to take the opportunity that bin Laden's death provides us. U.S.-Pakistani relations have been strained even further by this episode, in part because it at least suggests to some that they may have known more or should have known more about bin Laden's whereabouts, and certainly the Pakistanis have reacted with some irritation at the fact that we went and did this without consulting them. I'm not going to second guess the president on that, but it's introduced yet another piece of friction in what was already an increasingly difficult relationship. If we are going to try to achieve some kind of negotiated outcome in Afghanistan, a bad relationship with Pakistan will make that much harder to do. Any diplomatic solution to the Afghan war is going to require buy-in from India, buy-in from Pakistan, buy-in from other neighbors, and of course buy-in from the Afghanis as well. And if we have a bad relationship with Islamabad, it's going to be more difficult to bring them to the table in a constructive way. We get into real problems when the United States is too intrusively involved in the domestic politics of other countries. The Pakistani perception, rightly or wrongly, is that the United States is constantly interfering in their country. And I think there's a lot of conspiracy theories that float around that simply aren't true. But the fact of the matter is the United States is conducting drone strikes on Pakistani soil, is heavily involved in other ways trying to track down terrorists, and has been interfering in a number of other contexts in domestic politics in that country. When we do that, we run the risk of generating a hostile backlash and generating a lot of conspiracy theories. And I think the real long-term lesson to draw is that the United States should get its nose out of other people's business as much as possible, particularly in Central Asia, and concentrate on our strategic interests in places that may matter more.